Welcome to day 15 of your grounding practice. Today we're going to shift gears and move towards the traditional Chinese medicine lineage. And the earth element in traditional Chinese medicine, or TCM, is governed by the stomach and the spleen meridians. This isn't always what we think of for digestion, but this is definitely about nourishment and digestion and that mother energy. And we're going to focus on the quads, which is where the stomach and the spleen meridians move up through. So the practice today is going to be simple, and we're going to come into Virasana. Now, sometimes this pose is difficult, so I want to give you a couple of options in order to work with that and make it accessible. If all else fails, you can certainly just take a seat and sit cross-legged and comfortably. I have 2 wash rags. If you have limited knee mobility, it's really nice to put the wash rag behind each of your knees. And then take a seat. Feet are a little bit wider than your pelvis, and see if you can't come all the way down. And if not, you're going to take a block and take a seat. If you don't need any of these props, you'll separate the feet just wide enough to take a seat between them. And your baby toenail should look at the floor. For women, we need about 2 fists between the knees. For men, about 1 fist. And I want you to go ahead and settle back into Virasana and take a moment and close your eyes. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale with sound. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And as you exhale, settle your pelvis down into the earth. Start to sense and feel this ability that the breath has to bring in deep nourishment into your tissues. The digestive system is governed by the earth element, and so this is all about nourishment. This is all about self-care and our ability to care and tend to ourselves so that we can care and tend to those around us that need us. Take another moment. You'll also maybe notice some stretching and lengthening through the top of the quads. We want to think about the meridians as these tributaries in the body that we want to open so that the flow of energy, or qi in Chinese medicine, can move unobstructed. And these lines of energy are feeding the organs and the organ systems in the body. So even though I'm talking about stomach and spleen, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's the organ themselves. It's the lines of energy that are feeding your organs. Go ahead and blink your eyes open. And we're going to do a little bit of tapping to organize and redistribute the energy. So I want you to reach up and find your collarbones and just palpate your collarbones for a moment. And then from there, just on top of the collarbones, just above them, I want you to start to gently tap. I'm using my middle 3 fingers, and I just want you to take a little bit of gentle tapping. Take a couple of breaths. Sometimes it's nice to close the eyes. And then start to work your way to the sides of the collarbones. Tapping, and then start to gently tap and bring back, fingers back to the center. And then broadening out again, breathing. Imagining that we're just sort of shaking loose anything that's stuck, gently stimulating. There's a meridian, an acupressure point that passes through the collarbones nearby, associated to the earth element. So we're just waking things up. Good. Take one more moment here, just tapping and receiving. And then go ahead and pause, let your hands rest down. Take a deep breath in and out. One more slow breath, soaking in this feeling of deep nourishment. And as you exhale, settling into your pelvis. Blink your eyes open. We'll come forward now, just nice and easy, starting to come out of the pose. If you have any props, you can move them off to the side. And then just like a kitty cat stretching, you're going to reach your right heel back, open up the back of the knee joint, and sense that circulation and flow returning. And then set the knee down, second side, extend and reach and lengthen. Deep breath in and out, receiving that flow and movement. And then go ahead and set your knees back down. Slide your feet over to the side and take a seat. Bring your hands to your heart. Close your eyes. Thank yourself for taking these 5 minutes to learn something new and to nourish yourself, body, mind, and heart. Namaste.